It's time to get away and get on going, so it'll be a nice easier start then, and those who are 11 and 12 are now 10 and 11 as they get themselves fanning out then towards the Tamburello chicane, the opening section, 3 wide already. They were for just a moment, fanning down into 2 wide. They go through already dramas in the background, 2 spinners, 3 spinners going around there in the back, but it's nicely worked through in the early stages. No real dramas to speak of here as they get themselves going, but it is in the background where all those dramas happen. We've got another spinner then right there in the early stages as it's all been dramas in and around the back. Someone else going around right now. It seems like the mid to late pack here have not had the best of start. It's been clean though from the front 7 rows of this grid. Certainly has. Testing out the front of the field immediately under pressure then as they jam on the brakes to the Variante Alta for the very first time. And now looks to try and get the best possible exit out of the corner, and you can see just how everyone wants to get in. That's sort of side, trying to turn that to the inside here, and we've got a bit of Noah's Ark racing here. It's too wide, it's too deep, and oh no, contact already. Sonawara went in deep, Patel followed him in exactly the same place, and he gets shuffled out there with a huge bit of contact there going through that section. Immediately, massive incident on the open lap from someone else going around here. Nobody's had a really good start here to really cement exactly what they need.
Action continues.
Certainly does. A little bit of contact there in front of Ronnie Vetschelberger. That's not what he wanted to see. Going down now through Piratella over towards the next section. He's one of the few drivers out there who can boast a claim in terms of one of those very interesting battles. He takes a big tap. 1, 2, 3 bits of contacts they all go through. He is one of those drivers who has beaten Michael Schumacher at a junior level, and that is something that is very, very hard to claim that you have in the back pocket, but he's certainly hoping that he can climb up the field at this stage. Runs the pack though, has really opened out.
Nose to tail action in the next couple of minutes, because for sure we are seeing the drivers getting a little better and the lap times are getting a little better as well.
And there we just see Jamie Shaw picking up 2, now 3 positions in 2 corners there. Spinner on the inside, slow driver on the outside, then picks one up on the exit, gets another one. It could be 4 in a row. Now looking to attack here in towards the Villeneuve chicane. We've seen him be brave here before. He's thinking about the inside. This time he's not going to be able to try it, but look at that again. He did so yesterday, he's done it again. Around the outside, picks it up, but now, try and fight for the room, why don't we? And straight into the door. That's not going to be the most useful way to make these moves happen, and effective.
Now he's just got to put that behind him and try and just concentrate on the track ahead of him and just wait for the race to come to him. This is going to be a very, very nail-biting finish for sure, especially this pack. Did I see 6? Okay, correction. I saw about 8 cars in this shot here. So this is going to be as interesting as ever.
As we look at the 11 machine here of Jamie Shaw, as he looks to try and get past that 05, I do believe that is, trying to get on through. This is all about trying to get the best possible run to get those moves happen. But when you're in the pack like this, you get such a strong toe along this long 1 kilometre straight, it means that anyone could be in the right position. This is like watching super speedway stuff right now.
It'll be interesting, starting at number 12, all the way winning this race hands down towards the end. Now this is going to be a very interesting fight. It's a good one by Aro. Can he go ahead and finish this one in style? Right, let's quickly run through the grid as we have it. Oshan number 1, it's Ajit number 2, we are Arora with number 3, Pratik at number 4, Rishabh at number 5, Manchal at number 6, Aditya Pawar at 7, and Tej Patel at 8.
See Swaraj Yadav having a pretty solid run of things at the moment, up in 12th position here, and is looking to try and move on forward. He's got a bit of company though in Glenn Suchitha, which is not quite part of the plan, but to be up there in 12th position, starting outside of those top 12 inverted places, did Swaraj Yadav, so he's having a pretty good run of things today to get himself to exactly where he needs to right now. He knows. Of course, that is Ara Ravindra, who wants to get into the mix, but he is 11 seconds off of the race lead. He's about 10 seconds here off of the battle at the front of this pack, and knows that this is going to be very, very tough to close down in and make a reality of the passing that needs to be available. We have just seen a couple changes up and down the order. Smuts is now up into into 8th place. He's through on Ryden Samravel. In fact, he's now through on Aditya Pawar as well. He tries to go down the inside to get that one done on Pawar, and he does. So Aditya forced to wait behind here as Smut has finally found a little bit of bump and boom. Jump up now into what is 7th place.
Steve goes up to 7th position and Aditi Pawar number 8, and Tej Patel now with that fighting performance there stays at number 10. He'll be hoping that he can at least get 1 or 2 positions up. Glenn outside the top 12 at the moment. Lalit at number 14. But the man in the lead trying to catch up. Arul Ravindra still has more than 10 or 11 seconds to catch up on. Interesting mix we have in our grid today. Like Arul Ravindra has been, of course, a racer as well. He's been the 2019 JK Dad Novice Cup champion. We also have Oshan Tharia, who's also been the 2011 Volkswagen vice champion, raced extensively in the Sirocco Cup as well. We also have Raiden Simmerwell, who's been part of the Rodax Max Challenge Series. We also have Raj Tula, who's also been part of the Endurance Series as well. So
because at this stage, Amit Kuti is really giving Coffadia the hurry-up message here. He gets a little heavy over the anti-cut curve. That pushes him wide through the second part of the Villeneuve chicane. And all of a sudden, another lap is going to go by where Coffadia has got the margin. Side by side, almost there for Ryden Samravel, who has been quietly working through this race to try and put himself in a position. This has been a really strong drive from the O2, who wants to try and get on through. This is the 8th place, and he has got himself in the draft now. Looking at this one, which way do you want to go? A wide line being taken here by Pawar, who wants to try and cover that inside when it comes to Camarello. Little think about the outside-inside. Had to jam on the brakes slightly there, did Samravel. We've got himself caught in a little bit of no man's land, trying to figure that out. So Solomon, ultimately, car placement here now needs to be key for Samravel. It's clear he's got the pace. One small mistake here or there gets the gap down now to 210 and can finally find himself in striking range.
Well, it's on the straight where he had his advantage. This is the moment that he's got his advantage. He's got to use it to add as much as he can. Maybe break in a little bit earlier. This is the time he should just keep applying the pressure and get that little mistake out of him. But
in terms of best lap, Kuti is better by a 1/10 of a second. And look at this, they go into the opening couple of corners, tucked up underneath. I think waiting for the right time where he's not going to be attacked back again here, Solomon. Here in this race, he's got to play patient, but he's got to find the right time to strike. He's waiting once more for one more mistake. There's going to be a weakness somewhere, and look at that run here. Already Coffadia is starting to defend here, and this is going to start holding both of them up. Kuti has now got exactly what he wants. Driver on defense.
this is more. Come on, now they almost touch again. Coffadia now will have to defend a little more aggressive there on that corner again. He's possibly waiting for the left-hander to come in and a quick right-hander coming in to just close the door on him. He's just seeing that Amit Kuti has done everything possible.
Go on. It's contact as they go through. That's not going to be quite nice there for Amit Kuti, but he's shown a hand here to say he's got one more lap to figure this one out. There's a mistake, though. A missed apex through the first part of the Ravazza. This is prime. A good second part, but just almost closing up too close. There is Kuti. This is the chance. Immediately, there is the drive from Oshan Coffadia. He's able to run up through the gears a lot better than Amit Kuti is. And Kuti's going to have to rely on that second phase here of acceleration to close the gap back down in. And he does for the race. There are no doubts about it. Coffadia does defend through the first part. Second part, now it's about this drive here towards the Villeneuve chicane. We have seen moves so far done, and immediately here, Kuti's having none of it. He moves to the inside, trying to take this one away. Has he got enough, though, on the brakes? He has finally got it, but he's off the road with a bit of contact. Can he get it back on safely? There goes Coffadia sweeping around the outside and picking up the race speed once again. There is Coffadia heading through Acqua Minerale for the final time here as they take that ride back up the hill once again. The variant. He may have a chance into Ravazza. He's going to have to go the long way round to make this one happen. Inside lead, now on the brake. It's It's all about the last little late braking here through this section. They leave each other just enough room, and he's got it around the outside, has he? Absolutely he has. But now it's about a drive to the line here. Cootie's got position. Contador focusing every stage of the way. But again, it's that drive here from Oshan Contador that pulls him alongside, that pulls him ahead, and will surely just give him that race victory, and does by just a tenth of a second.